All right, we are live, and I should have my screen sharing enabled. It looks like we've got a couple folks in here. Hello, Lockdoor, my #1 fan, and that's awesome that you're voting trains, but they're not available. They are done. Trains has been eliminated. The only way we could get a train is if Classic Space wins, but yet Lego probably wouldn't make the monorail. So I'm so first, before I vote, it looks like a few people are putting their vote, which is awesome. I'm literally so torn. I've been having so much fun this last week with Lego ideas. See what it has in here. Here's the numbers from the last vote. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories, but again, I think this could be crazy close, this vote. Because if you think about it, and I don't know if Imperials is considered pirates, but if you really consolidate it, like Classic Space and Castle, what's up, Slippery Bix, would have crushed this vote. Like if they would have only put in like 10 real themes, like said, hey, like Paradisa and Town and a few of the others are, and trains are one, and then done, categorized it better, I think this would have been an insane vote. But instead, they triggered the entire community, got everybody psyched up that Bionicle is going to get a set, and who knows who's going to get a set. But so I thought it would be fun. If you haven't seen it on the channel, I released last night my vote for the Pirates short, and then I created a castle vote for castle, and then I did a vote for Classic Space, which is pretty funny with Benny. And then I just released a Bionicle funny little short. So they were just short and fun. But with that, I'm gonna go through here and cast my vote. And again, I was super torn. I've been building pirate sets, and it was fun to go back into my collection. I have just about every era of Castle, and I've got most of Space. I really don't have a ton of like Ice Planet and others, but it was fun. Here, let me show it here. Thanks, JP. Appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. The biggest thing, they're kind of janky, but and kind of thrown together last minute. Although it took a lot of work to kind of organize my collection, but it was just a lot of fun. And my rule is that if I laugh at it, then I'm okay with posting it. um, and the castle one was probably the most unexpected, where there's a certain Jedi Knight makes an appearance. It's the wrong night. So with that, let me jump in here. Drum roll on my vote. Let's see what we do here. Here we go. Click here to visit the vote page. Oh, here it is, guys. Bionicle, Classic Space, Pirates, and Castle. Now, my thought process, again, Bionicle's retired too soon. I really don't think they should just do a single set. So I'm eliminating Bionicle. So, sorry, Slippery Bricks. Bionicle taking over the world is not going to happen. If they rebooted the theme, I mean, I'd be in favor for that. I mean, I think if they came up with a real, put in some real serious time and energy. The other thing, too, is that maybe they could, at the very least, throw some bones out there to the Bionicle community. It seems like it was kind of screwed, right? And unfairly. So maybe they could do something. So I'm not voting Bionicle. Sorry for anybody who's a Bionicle fan. It's not because of any hate. It's love for Bionicle. I do have at least one fully operational Bionicle. Um, Classic Space is one. I'm gonna hold for a second, as I really, really badly, and in fact, my first vote, I was heavy in space. Pirates, over the last week, I have come to almost re-love pirates. It was never my thing. I was really more of a castle space. And then as I kind of came out of my dark period, Star Wars has been everything. And so that does align with classic space. But man, as I go through my castle uh, figures, and yeah, I know that the blacksmith has been just recently released. I feel like it's the best theme for Lego to throw out a big set. And the reason is I just don't I think they're going to screw us if we go classic space, right? I they could go with a vehicle, but the grail of classic space is monorail, and I don't see it happening. Later, JP. So what I am going to do, I'm going to throw my vote to Castle, because I feel there's so much more that they could do with it. And I know again they've got the blacksmith, but I feel like they could incorporate a ton more elements. It's really the theme that I feel like really got and kept Lego going, right? There we go. Locked doors going castle. Yeah, I agree. I think what they could do is really incorporate 4 or 5. Like if you maybe not Wolfpack, but maybe there is like just an homage to Wolfpack, or Lion or the Black Knights or whatever. So I'm gonna go Castle. I want to go with Classic Space so bad. Why did I pick that theme? Oh, I just kind of went over that. Um, the the best platform to I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I should put in here. Yeah, there's so much they could do with it. But you I just put a shade in there that I don't believe in your monorail capabilities. Like if I knew that my vote would go towards Lego building a monorail, I would vote for space. But I know they're not going to build the monorail. So why not just get an amazing castle set with all the different factions and like the forestmen and others incorporated? I feel like that would be the best for like a 90th. And if you think about just the history of classic space or of the castle in general, right? So it really has it's survived the generations, right? All right, that's official answer. Boom. There it goes. That's it. No more. So we'll have to see. So make sure to get your vote out by, I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is 10 Central or 8 in the morning Pacific. I don't know why it's such a random time that they did that. So I don't know if they just want it done in Europe by like the end of the day, basically, I think is what they're trying to do. But yeah, that's it. Castle's my Castle's my theme. I agree. I think they could do like different side builds and do like a small castle, whether it's a yellow castle or not, or maybe they do a regular castle with some yellow in it, kind of throw back to classic castle, and then do some different factions. Yeah, I think it's just been it's such a passion with some of the Bionicle fans, and I don't think the second reboot, the Lego did justice. So I think that's the argument for Bionicle. Um, Lockdoor threw out there. Now that I've voted, who do I think is going to win? I really think there's a shot at Castle. Um, I really think that is a really good shot. If you look at how the vote was set up, and I think Lego knows this, that if you look at the Forestmen, Lions, Black Falcon, even I know Wolfpack was only 2,000 votes, which was one of my votes. How many of those people did space and others? It's really hard to tell. I have a feeling it's going to be within 5,000 votes of each other. But I really feel that Castle has a shot at winning this thing. I really don't think Bionicle will have enough. The other part is if you look at the demographic, yeah, I agree, Lockdoor. If you look at the demographic of people on Lego Ideas, there's a decent amount of kids, but it's by and large it's adults. Space and Castle are kind of the two nostalgic eras for most of the serious builders that are on Lego Ideas. So, I should probably stop sharing my screen. Yeah. So with just the demographic of people, although I know there was a ton of Bionicle fans that really came out of nowhere and I think really caught the eye of Lego. So maybe in the future in 2022 or 2023, maybe they will actually think about they really should do something for Bionicle fans, right? But that's my thoughts. I'd be open to hear what other people are thinking. Yeah. I think this is something that Lego is getting better at over time. I wonder. There's a couple things that Lego really needs to improve soon, right? Like they need to improve the e-commerce experience. Their website could use a massive upgrade. Now that they own Bricklink, like, are they going to invest in that? Think about Bricklink as like a major data repository for Lego. If there's 3,000 people that want a Star Wars set or a castle set, that tells you something. There's a demand for that, right? So I see Lego maybe thinking about like, hey, there's a reason Ahsoka or Thrawn, those figures cost like $60 or $80. Don't you think that the market demands that type of figure? So part of me from when they announced this with like 35 themes and kind of threw everybody crazy is that they were using this as a marketing project, right? To do some research to kind of figure out like, hey, if you really had to choose, what are some of the themes you love? And even the ones at the bottom, I mean, they're competing with the other themes. So it's really interesting to say the least. Yeah, I, I think I think they'll go with what the fans want. Although I would argue what Lego should have done is figured out like a way to create a set that incorporated all the top themes. Why are they pitting the Lego community against themselves? Right now, I mean, we're in an era where everybody argues with each other and they like go way over serious and we can't have conversations, right? I think that's the problem I have with the Bionicle community is that they have a huge chip on their shoulder and it's become almost Republican and Democrat. Like it doesn't need to be. At the end of the day, we just want to do better for our community. So there's a place for Bionicle, there's a place for Castle, there's a place for Space. We all have our own opinions. Who cares? Why not create a 90th anniversary set that incorporated all those themes? I mean, they did it on Lego Masters. They go, hey, one of the challenges was to take two themes and mash it up. Why are they not taking the top 4 or 5 themes and just mashing it together? Create something different, something unique, something that, hey, if there's 20,000 or 30,000 Bionicle fans and there's like 30,000 of Castle fans, if you can get 60,000 of them to buy that product, or at least 80% of that, you've won. Yeah. I love it. See? Yeah, you could have a moat with the pirates in there and then like a Bionicle spaceship coming in. I think it's time. One of the videos I want to make is around that, like almost like an open letter to Lego, like why are you creating an environment around the world that we all have to argue over like what the theme is the best? Why are we debating that? They're all great. They all have their place. Why can't we just incorporate it? So that's going to be my charge to everybody is to mash up these themes and have fun with it. It's funny when I started to build again. One of the things I created was just a bad guy base and it had like every theme in it. I've I found that that's difficult to do. It looked kind of ugly. It just gets big and ugly, and then there's nothing I can, it doesn't. It makes it tough when you just build a huge base. So I've kind of like scaled back on my like mock building, but it'd be fun for people to come up with a really fun. Now, I think the biggest problem with Bionicle is it's just so different, right? It doesn't make it bad or whatever. It's so different. It's really difficult to incorporate. Yes, I agree with Locked Door and Slippery Bricks. It's time to do some crossover mock time. Maybe hey Locked Door, we should have Greg on Brickitect do for like a March mock, do a mashup. Yeah, mini scale Bionicle. Maybe we could have him do a mashup contest where it has to be 2 or 3 of the top themes mashed up into like one little set. It could be a vehicle or it could be um like a vehicle or even like a vignette, like a partial part of a building. I do have one idea for one of my sets. My current plans on the channel. So I already plugged the Lego short or get out and vote videos. Um, is where was I going with it? Or what I have coming? Well, I always have Microfighter Monday, which, hey, Empire Bricks, welcome. That's awesome, Lactor, that you did the huge purchase of the Microfighter lot. So I'll be doing a lot of Microfighters. I do have a haul video coming on Wednesday, tomorrow night. I just edited and uploaded that, so stay tuned. But the two other goals that I have. Yeah, I'm gonna suggest it, Slippery Bricks. That he does for March, do a mashup, like a Unity build, like get a couple of your favorite themes and put it together. I think that'd be a fun mock contest for Brickitect. So a couple other goals. One is I do want to eventually build my clone trooper pack, but I'm gonna hold until I hit like 50 subscribers, something like that. Not that I care about how many subscribers I have necessarily, but it would be fun to have 50, and I think it would help kind of getting more people on the streams. And then the last piece is I'll build the monorail if I can get to 100 subscribers. That'll be my like 100 subscriber celebration. Is I will build the Futron monorail and get it working if I hit 100 subscribers. So those are the two milestones that I have coming up. Again, I'm not really pushing to get thousands of subscribers and monetize. I just want to have fun and document as much as possible. I've got one other big video coming. I'll probably post it Friday, and it has to do whether you should recycle your Lego boxes. That's another big one. The funny thing is that there's been a lot of talk on streams, and then there was a video. So Shy just did a video. So check out Shy Time is My Time. Check out his video. I had already shot and started editing my video before his. It came out, and I was like, "Holy cow, he's doing the same stuff," which is good. So, yes. Well, and I think there's a wide range of people in the Brickitect community, so I think it would be pretty good. So yes, I will be suggesting it, and I'll throw a little shout out, Empire Bricks. Welcome, thanks for coming over, and thanks everybody for jumping in, spending a few minutes. I'm going to close it here, but appreciate everybody jumping in. Go out and vote. So I don't necessarily care if anybody agrees with Castle. If you're a huge Bionicle fan, go make your voice heard. Go vote. If you're a fan of Classic Space, I'm there with you. I was so torn. I wanted to vote for Classic Space so bad. And then this last week, I've been building pirate sets and having so much fun with them that it almost made me go that route too. So I think any of those four themes are great. And I just hope everybody is having a fun time. I hope that at some point the community can like really move forward and get these old themes going, and hopefully Lego can maybe build maybe one every 3 or 4 months and bring out some of these sets. Like, why are we doing a vote to get this? Like, I don't get it. But that's me. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next stream or video. Later, everybody.